Hello, Arthur.
Hi.
So today we are going to discuss with you how to develop a business idea from problem solution tree. So far you have been working on problem analysis and further you were developing a solution tree. So how this problem and solution tree can be used to develop a business idea. Now, tell me, what was the core problem that you were dealing with so far?
The core problem was overconsumption.
Oh, excellent. And so you decided that there are three other sub-problems or the causes for this problem. So what were those causes?
The first causes was first fast fashion, which is cheap and trendy clothing. Then the second one was consumer behavior, which is our desire to keep up with all of the fast fashion. And the third one was good deals. We tend to purchase a lot when there are sales and discounts, which is very, very bad, of course.
That makes sense, absolutely. All right, so this is a good point now to start developing the business idea. In our model that we are using, we are taking each of these problems and we are putting into our table so that we can analyze further how these problems can become our solutions and business ideas. So you just can take it over and put here. What are the problems? Three core problems that you had.
Yes, the fast fashion, consumer behavior, and also good deals. Sounds like a good thing, but actually, when we're talking about overconsumption, maybe not so good.
Absolutely, exactly. So, next step for you all would be to develop solutions to these problems, right?
Of course.
Could you think of some examples? What could be solution to all of these three problems?
I could probably think of some. For fast fashion, I think instead of buying trendy clothes, we could use maybe clothing rental spaces or stores. When it comes to consumer behavior, maybe we can get more education for general people, so to say, about how to dress and how to use different styles together so that you don't have to purchase so many clothing items. And for the third one, to go against all the good deals, maybe we can resell more clothing and go into a more like vintage style, for example.
These are very good ideas for the solutions. Great. So what you could do now, this is in practice your problem tree and solution tree now in the format of further ideation to develop business idea. When you look at all the solutions, they are your business proposals in a way. Now, if you have to choose, select one business proposal from these three solutions.
I would probably choose this one, which is the vintage clothing.
Okay.
And maybe we could start up an online resale, for example.
Absolutely, fantastic. Let's do that. Now, as you have selected your business proposal, you have to think like, what is the offering? Obviously, in your case, I would say that your offering is vintage clothes, right? Very good. Let's do the analysis now. Is that a feasible business from your point of view? Is it profitable business from your point of view? And will you get any customers for your product? What do you think?
Hopefully.
And you would normally evaluate from 1 to 5, like 1 being like probability to implement this business is low, and 5 is like it's very feasible, it's realistic. So you will analyze these components, these features. It's very important to brainstorm in your team, and when you have done this work, next step is to analyze environmental, economic, and social impact. So, when you think of your offering, your business that you have in mind, vintage clothes online resale, what do you think? What kind of economic gains there could be?
For economic gains, I think, first of all, it could be low costs and also low overhead of the online business.
Yeah, because of course, the online business is much cheaper to run than traditional store, right?
Of course.
And what do you think about social gains? What could be the social gains and impact?
For social gains, vintage stores are usually a way to build community, and it's also very inclusive and again affordable.
That's right. And then we need to think how we are going to impact the environment in the context of building a new business?
In this case, it would be lower carbon footprint and also reduction in waste.
So I would say that we have done a great analysis and we came up with new, innovative, sustainable business idea. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Looks great.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.